Hello, everyone. It's me, Lancer737, and today we're going to be doing the daily readings. At the very least, I'm going to do these on Sundays, but I should be doing this every single day. So let's get right into it. Let's get into the Word of God. 22nd Sunday in ordinary time, reading Deuteronomy 4:1 through 2, 6 through 8. Moses said to the people, "Now, Israel, hear the statutes and decrees which I am teaching you to observe, that you may live and may enter into and take possession of the land, which the Lord, the God of your fathers, is giving you. In your observance of the commandments of the Lord your God, which I enjoin upon you, I shall not add to what I command you, nor subtract from it. Observe them carefully, for thus will you give evidence of your wisdom and intelligence to the nations, who will hear of all these statutes and say, 'This great nation is truly a wise and intelligent people.' For what great nation is there that the God so close to it as the Lord our God, who is to us, whenever we call upon him? Or what great nation has statutes and decrees that are just as those whole laws which I am setting before you today? The one who does justice will live in the presence of the Lord. Whoever walks blamelessly and does justice, who thinks the truth in his heart and slanders not with his tongue. The one who does justice will live in the presence of the Lord, who harms not his fellow man, nor takes up a reproach against his neighbor, by whom the reprobate is despised, while he honors those who fear the Lord. The one who does justice will live in the presence of the Lord, who lends not his money at usury, and accepts no bribe against the innocent. Whoever does these things shall never be disturbed. The one who does justice will live in the presence of the Lord." And the second reading. Dearest brothers and sisters, all good giving and ever perfect gifts is from above, coming down from the Father of the lights, with whom there is no alteration or shadow caused by change. He willed to give us birth by the words of truth, that we may be kind of fruitful first fruits of his creatures. Humbly welcome the world that has been planted in you and is able to save your souls. We be doers of the word, and not hearers only, deluding yourselves. Religion that is pure and undefiled before God and the Father is this: to care for orphans and widows and their affliction, and to keep oneself unstained by the world. Alleluia, alleluia. The Father will to give us birth by the word of truth, that we may be kind of first fruits of his creatures. Alleluia, alleluia. Now, following reading is from the Gospel of Mark 7:1 through 8, 14 through 15, 21 through 23. When the Pharisees with some scribes who had come from Jerusalem gathered around Jesus, they observed that some of his disciples ate their meals with unclean, that is, unwashed hands. For the Pharisees, and in fact all Jews, do not eat without carefully washing their hands, keeping the tradition of the elders, and on coming from the marketplace, they do not eat without purifying themselves. And there are many of those other things that they have traditionally observed, the purification of cups and the jugs and kettles and beds. So the Pharisees and scribes questioned him, why do your disciples not follow the traditions of the elders, but instead eat a meal with unclean hands?" He responded, "Well, did Isaiah prophesy about you hypocrites, as it is written, 'This people honors me with their lips, and their hearts are far from me. In vain do they worship me, teaching as a doctrine human precepts. You disregard God's commandments, but cling to human tradition.'" He summoned the crowd again and said to them, "Hear me, all of you." Sorry, I meant to say crowd, not crowned. Crown. "Hear me, all of you. and understand. Nothing that enters one from outside can defile that person, but the things that come out from within are what defile. From within people, from their hearts, come evil thoughts, and chastity, theft, murder, adultery, greed, malice, deceit, um, illicitness, envy, blasphemy, arrogance, folly. All these evil things come from within, and they defile. That is the final reading, and it is extremely clear cut and straight to the point. There's a difference between people that fully with their heart follow Jesus, and then there's people that they attempt to follow Jesus, or rather they follow the traditions themselves, and the traditions themselves become more important than actually following Jesus. I hope you understand. It's like I said, it's very straightforward, and it's kind of like looking at rules to something and then interpreting them a specific way, and then thinking you can like cheat the person in charge of the game. Let's say it's like Robotech. You're playing a game of Robotech RPG, and you're more focused on the rules than what the purpose was behind it. And let's say you're reading something about the rules and you're going to twist something, and you expect the GM, who's the person running the game, to just go with it, when in fact they can see that what you're doing is breaking the rules. I hope that analogy works. And I'm not trying to imply GMs are gods or not. They're just the ones running the game. Anyway, peace be with you all, and have a great day.